What's going on, everybody? David Mitchell here, voice of Autism, episode 125. And let me check if I'm right, guys. But wowzer. And I mean wowzer in a way. But something special is going to be happening on the 9th. And that's something I actually really do mean. Like, if you guys know what I mean. So yeah, and also we're gonna go to our 2-year anniversary too. That's something else we're getting close to. So yeah, that's something else I'm looking forward to. If you guys know what I mean. But yeah, because we're getting closer to our 2-year anniversary. With it coming up really, really soon. Also, daylight saving time is getting ready to happen tonight, or like the end of daylight saving time, if I'm correct. But we've got to put our clock an hour ahead later on tonight. Oops. Just checking something because when the live stream is going, I want to be able to, do it on my tablet, like, in a way. But saying is that me and Val on Monday are going to be meeting in person for the first time. But yeah, I think about almost time for me to get a haircut. But it will be me and her first time meeting in person. And yeah, me and her are going to be doing video blogs about it. But I am looking forward to it. So yeah. So that very big. And I mean big. Like, ooh. But yeah, and yeah, I'll have my fiance YouTube channel down below if you guys want to go to her YouTube channel. So if any of you guys want to go watch her videos, the link is down in the description down below. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff planned. What? Not crazy. But I'm really looking forward to it. Like, it's something I'm really looking forward to. Like, it sounds crazy, but I'm very excited about this. Let's see. But yeah. That was did have a post on Facebook earlier. It's funny. It doesn't know what I mean. But yeah. Uh, hmm. Oh, sorry about that. I got a little bit distracted on it, a puzzle log. A little interesting. Like, literally, I get hooked on stuff like this. I hate to say it. If these quotes that are on the video right here, did it here in the US, like them trying to put a train on fire while moving, blocking the train, they would have been ended up going to jail for half of their life, or maybe for a while, if you guys know what I mean. But what they are doing is, I can say it's seriously like a federal crime or something bad. But yeah. It's crazy. Uh, Sorry about that. I got a little bit distracted by something that I think is not funny. But yeah. Oh wow. There are Minecraft server that it's so old that wow. That is crazy in the video I'm watching. But yeah. I gotta watch it later on after stream. I'm sorry that I'm getting distracted, guys. But yeah. But I am very, very excited for Val because she's coming down here. I'm happy looking forward to it. Now we'll see. But yeah. Got a couple to talk about today. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. 1 minute, guys. I know I don't have that much to talk about, but yeah. Hmm. It may not involve autism right here, but it is very nice article because I do speak about other people who have disability on the YouTube channel too, and rights. But yeah, but it's crazy. There we go. It'll take me a minute, but yeah. For article of the day, let me get it.
Architecture and design for the disabled people. What do we understand by disability? Disability is not just limitations for a few people, actually, it is a part of human life which everyone would experience at some point, temporarily or permanently. You might wonder what disabilities have in common with architectural writing, but isn't architecture about human comfort? And what does architecture and design for the disabled stand for? Architecture is about the creating environment for the user, for them to experience it. There have been projects done by architects worldwide for differently disabled people. The United Nations Convention to the Rights of Persons with Disability aims to promote, protect, and ensure their equal rights and also their respect. But how many times have we noticed the accessibility for a disabled? Have we thought about the accessibility or their ease of travel? Village Center of Milan, Zurich, Switzerland, Architecture, Bladler Daflan Architekten, Horaceberger Wagen Architekten. Photography, Studio Vulcan. There have been developments in different countries related to public transportation, such as in Helsinki, Finland, where the existing tram system was made accessible by incorporating short ramps on stops which are on same level as the low floors of the vehicles. Beijing, China and New Delhi, India with their low-floor buses increased the ease of travel for the disabled users.
I know the reason why China is doing it, because China not doing it for good sake, they're doing it for something diabolical. And yes, I still have a heavy influence of that against China because of how they treat people. The reason why they are doing that because of how bad their human rights record is. It's very simple to please people who work for human rights groups. It's very easily. So yeah.
Architects' role towards disability. Architects have been pitching in creating awareness regarding disability. One such event took place in 2013 where architects such as Zaha Hadid Architects, Adjay Associates, AMODELS, and many more participated in raising charity at an auction of miniature buildings where they presented tiny homes designed by them. These architects dealing with vast scales every day, coming together and devoting their time and designing miniature scale for the development of the disabled is commendable and now can also be associated with a new type of style as dollhouse architecture.
It's true.
Miniature buildings auction, dollhouse architecture. There have been many architectural structures supporting the disabled. One such piece is a residence designed by architect Frank Lloyd Wright in 1952, decades ahead of any listed standards for disability, Laurent House. Though it was the only building made by the architect for a disabled, the single-story Usonian home is soon to be turned into a museum. Usonian home, Frank Lloyd Wright. Also, in recent years, there have been all kinds of constructions focusing on healthcare centers to schools or residences, basically every type of building.
True.
One such interesting residence, constructed 4 decades after Frank Lloyd's Laurent House, was a residence by Rem Koolhaas, titled Maison Bordeaux. Be it the multi-levels used in design or the site on a hill with panoramic view over the city, the project is mind-gasping. Contrary to what you might expect, I do not want a simple house. I want a complicated house because it will determine my world. Jean-Francois Lemoyne, the client. Oma Maison Bordeaux. Koolhaas rose up to the challenge and amazed with details which were apart from conventional design. Also, the movement for a wheelchair was easy throughout the 3 levels in the house by incorporating an elevator platform as big as a room, which is also actually a well-equipped office by itself. The house is also the topic of an architectural documentary entitled House Life, narrated by the longtime housekeeper of the mansion. Disability in landscaping. Increasing social awareness and users' expectations of public space with adequately high spatial standards resulted in a greater number of facilities and areas equipped with items for physically disabled people. These are chiefly items of street furniture and landscape architecture, as well as mechanical devices located at places with different altitude levels and at entrances to buildings. If there are no disabled facilities in a building and adjacent area, it gives grounds for claiming subsidies to liquidate architectural, technological, and transport barriers. Lower Sproul redevelopment, more Rubel Yuddle architects. Developing awareness of the issue and designing skills are also part of the educational process involved in training architects, landscapers, and planners. When students are being educated, they need to design essential facilities, such as car parks, walkways, bicycle paths, benches, lamp posts, waste containers, stairs, and wheelchair ramps for physically disabled people. Students have to design these elements in a specific spatial situation, using adequate materials, and they have to present technical solutions and visualizations of the designed element of spatial development in a specific, assigned or selected spatial situation. Town entrance in Châtenay Malabry, Ateliers 2 3/4. Paralympic and disability sport. These designs are not limited to just residences. We all know about the Paralympic Games, and a need for barrier-free environment is required to not only train but to maintain health. In 2012, Baldinger Architectural Studio designed a sports and fitness center for disabled people in an area of 45,000 square feet. It is one of a kind sports center in western United States. The concept was self-explanatory, and the campus design was based on achieving a total environment that is providing complete freedom of movement. Bandhala, Egmont Rehabilitation Center by CUBO Architecture plus Force 4 Architects, Photography, Martin Schubert. The universal design. Good design doesn't offer simple space but plays with different textures through use of different kind of materials. A successful example can be noticed in the form of a school at Glasgow. Hazelwood School by Alan Dunlop Architects as a school for children who are dual sensory impaired. Hazelwood School by Alan Dunlop Architects. I was determined to create a school which would support the needs of the children and the aspirations of their parents, a place of safety and ambition that would free the teacher and inspire the child. Alan Dunlop. A child learns more from experience. The design of the school being based on the essential senses such as smell, taste, and touch creates the awareness of the surroundings, promoting independence. I have always looked forward to a universal design which is accessible to all, be it an able body or a disabled. Such an example is offered by Kubo and Force 4 Architects in form of a House of Disabled People's Organization, Denmark. The organization sustained all efforts to create the world's most accessible office building. They believed that the standards do provide the size of the spaces to be designed, but we need to focus more on the need of a disabled person. When we make a universal design, that is an equally accessible space, it enables to widen our scope for new knowledge, the knowledge which is beyond and not just restricted to standards. In fact, we have a moral duty to remove the barriers to participation, and to invest sufficient funding and expertise to unlock the vast potential of people with disabilities. Professor Stephen Hawking. There is no denial of all the efforts, but it is time to come together and support each other despite being or not disabled, in order to promote and blend in all kinds of users and work more towards universal design and strive towards equality, as disability is the opportunity to do things differently. By Sanjana Malhotra.
That is true.
Tags, accessible.
But yeah, just think about that. But me being autistic or on the autism spectrum, per se, we all have different talents, different capabilities. And it would be very great if the world can form and stop treating like
CW,
friends.
mention of filicide and disability hate crime. Yesterday was a day dreaded by many people, ignored by too many others. Disability Day of Mourning 2020 edition. It is the day we remember how much the world hates disability and disabled people.
That's true.
The day we disabled people get our reminder that we aren't people. The day we are reminded our lives are dispensable because we are disabled. The day we count down the lives of people, children and adults alike, who have been taken by death by means of neglecting, abandoned, but most importantly, by murder committed by the people supposed to be their best allies.
That's true.
Family. It is also the day we remember these victims to learn how to spread a message. A message of justice is a scream for dignity. A message in which we shout, yes, our lives matter. A message calling for people to call a cat a cat. Let's call a murder, and may the perpetrators be condemned for the same reasons a murderer killing an able person should be.
Exactly.
Let's shout back, fight back, and say out and loud, we'll fight, speak up, and value our rights to exist plainly. DDOM 2020.
That right. If you guys don't know, a few days ago was that horrible day that ableistic, racist, rude people treated like crap.
Thank you, President Duterte and Mayor Indy Sarah Duterte. You made Davos City much more than is the PWD friendliest city in the world. Oncoming fist, oncoming fist, oncoming fist, oncoming fist.
That was a post from my fiance Val. Oh crap. I can't do the wrong post. Sorry guys, because it a little bit in a way I need to work it out. But we're almost done with the live stream. That probably my mom. And when I get done with the live stream, I'm gonna be eating dinner. But I got some big plan for me and Val on day that me and her meet.
Hi, I'm new here. I've been with my boyfriend who has autism a bit over 7 months. He has rarely been able to be on time for dates or hanging out. He typically will be 30 to 60 minutes late, even when I tell him a different time. Any tips or advice?
It depends on who you are for that. Trust me, sometimes work or can get in front. But we are about to be on article. And yes, it was not a long live stream, but I did get a lot of stuff out. But yeah.
Hi, I'm new here.
Oops. Like I did not copy it. 1 minute. And you guys know I always do the loud one when it comes to my fiance Val. And Genius, you love dolls and teddy bears.
When you're calm while others misunderstood you because your mindset is different from the rest of them.
That's
me. Stays calm while listening and understanding them and says God is in control and there is nothing to fear. Face screaming in fear. Fun fact. I loved dolls as a kid, while others found it creepy and old-fashioned. Fearful face, anxious face with sweat. Who cares? It's a gift to be a child and hard to learn such a thing, to stay calm and be mindful that you enjoy life while challenges are on board. Truth be told, no hard feelings. We are born to be happy and safe from those bad seeds. Because
true.
God has protected us as He covered us with His precious blood, like the color of this doll's dress. This Lenten season, we learn to learn mistakes and stories too. By not overreacting without knowing the real facts and overthinking problems without being smart to stay forward and strategize problems for resolutions.
That's true.
Instead of having panics, give yourself time to learn and analyze. Also, never forsaken someone who is calm and understanding. You might not know that you will be needed them one day. Smiling face. Photo taken on February 27th, 2020. Whittier Blues # doll photography # late upload.
That was from my fiance Val. And yeah, I'll be proposing to her again, but this time in person. And it will be on video, so we'll be fully engaged when that happens. But it's something I'm very excited for, because it'll be the first time me and her will be in seeing her apartment, and also it will be her birthday, March 9th, in 2 days from now. So yeah, I might try to do a live stream with her on that date, or technically the day after. But yeah, this will be amazing, and it's something I'm looking forward to. But yeah, but I also got work that day. Now I did put a request out for that day, and also on the 11th. With I'm hoping it get approved, because if it do I will be getting stuff prepped and ready early, because of night, because I do work on night, but I sent a request do not work from the 9th or the 11th, where I'm hoping to get approved, and I really do hope they get approved. But if the 9th don't get approved, then I get out at 4, so after that I will come straight home, take a shower, get dressed, and get ready. But yeah, but also I need to get very prepared for it, because it's something very special. But I did send that request out, so that's something I'm hoping go well, because it's something I'm looking forward to, and I mean it. And if they don't do the request for me on the 11th, I'm going to call out sick that day, because it will be the only chance for right now for me to be with my fiance Val in person, and it's going to be her birthday week, so that's something I'm going to do. So I'm hoping to, and yeah, I do got work tomorrow, and I'm going to talk to them about it. So yeah, so that's something I'm hoping, because it's gonna be the first time me and Val meet in person, and it's something I'm looking forward to. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday night. I hope you guys are looking forward to spring break, because spring break will be really soon. I mean it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I really do. And it amazed me. And I'll talk to you guys later. Signing out. Bye, guys.